Hello, everyone. Today, we're going to explore how to enrich your IELTS Speaking Part 1 responses by seamlessly integrating idioms, particularly when talking about your hometown. Let's dive in. Why are idioms important? Using idioms correctly in the IELTS speaking test can increase your score by demonstrating your proficiency, cultural understanding, and ability to speak naturally. The speaking band descriptor for lexical resource reads, sustained use of accurate idiomatic language. You can download these descriptors from the website listed. You'll see a link in the description of the video. So, what are English idioms? English idioms are words that together have a meaning different from the dictionary definitions of individual words. For example, it's raining cats and dogs does not mean animals are falling from the sky, but rather that it's raining very heavily.
So, Tropical Storm Willie is going to be with us at least until Monday. It's going to rain cats and dogs, folks.
Let's look at how we can answer IELTS Speaking Part 1. Questions as we aim to meet the band. 9 criteria of using idiomatic language naturally and appropriately. Here is our first question. What do you like most about living in your hometown? You could incorporate the idiom a change of pace as follows. I enjoy the slower, more relaxed lifestyle of my hometown. It's a change of pace from the hustle and bustle of the big city where I used to live. Remember, the key is to use the idiom naturally and in the appropriate context.
What you need, what we're willing to offer, is a change of pace.
I understand. I need a change of pace. Yeah.
Maybe I need a change of pace too.
Next question. How has your hometown changed over the years? Your answer could include the idiom getting back to our roots, like this. While my hometown has become modernized, there's been a recent movement to preserve our cultural heritage of festive annual celebrations. Essentially, we're getting back to our roots. This idiom works well to express a return to traditional values or the original characteristics of a place.
But this is good. Yeah. Us getting back to our roots.
After we win the All Valley, going back to our roots.
Do you plan to live in your hometown in the future? You could respond using the idiom, the grass is always greener on the other side. Sometimes I think about moving to a bigger city with more opportunities, but the grass is always greener on the other side. I love the community spirit of my hometown, which I might not find elsewhere. This reflects the idea of being tempted by the perceived better conditions in another place, yet acknowledging the value of one's current situation.
It ended because Susie thinks the grass is always greener on the other side.
Andy, the grass is always greener on the other side of the hill.
Can you describe any traditional practices or historical places in your hometown? An appropriate response that includes the idiom as old as time could be, yes, my hometown has several traditions that are as old as time. For instance, we have an annual festival that dates back hundreds of years and is steeped in history, reflecting practices and customs that have been passed down through generations. Using this, idiom emphasizes the great age and enduring nature of these traditions.
Tale as old as time.
What's the pace of life like in your hometown? An idiomatic answer could be, my hometown offers a reprieve from the rat race of metropolitan areas. Life here is more laid back, allowing people to appreciate the small things without the constant rush of a big city. This response uses the idiom to contrast the competitive hustle of urban life with the more relaxed atmosphere of the speaker's hometown.
1 week away from the rat race.
It is full of people caught up in the hustle and bustle of the rat race.
Can you tell me about a place of historical importance in your hometown? A suitable response, using the idiom steeped in history, could be, sure, my hometown is home to an ancient fort that's steeped in history. It's over a century old and has many stories from the past. Whenever I visit, I feel like I'm walking through time. This answer appropriately uses the idiom to describe the rich historical significance of a place in the speaker's hometown.
Oh, yes. Oh, it's so wonderful. You're steeped in history.
A question related to the topic of hometown. What is the atmosphere like in your hometown? An appropriate response, including the idiom, a sleepy town, might be, my hometown is quite a sleepy town. It's very peaceful and quiet, especially at night. There aren't many big events or busy streets, which makes it a perfect place for someone who enjoys a calm and relaxed lifestyle. This response uses the idiom to describe a town that is tranquil and undisturbed, highlighting its quiet and laid-back nature.
A sleepy little town so cozy that it didn't even have a traffic light.
How would you describe the cultural diversity in your hometown? A suitable response of English incorporating the idiom a melting pot could be, my hometown is really a melting pot of cultures. People from different parts of the world live here, bringing their unique traditions and ways of life. This diversity has created a vibrant community where you can experience a variety of cultural influences in our food, festivals, and everyday interactions. This answer uses the idiom to describe a hometown characterized by a diverse and culturally rich environment.
It's a melting pot of people who are too crazy to live anywhere else.
Great American melting pot.
A speaking part 1 question might be, what do you find most appealing about your hometown? A response incorporating the idiom, a breath of fresh air, could be, one thing I really love about my hometown is its natural environment. It's like a breath of fresh air compared to the crowded and polluted cities. There are a lot of green spaces where you can relax and breathe in clean, fresh air. This answer effectively uses the idiom to emphasize the refreshing and pleasant aspects of the speaker's hometown, particularly its natural and unpolluted environment.
You're like a breath of fresh air in this joint.
I do. She's a breath of fresh air.
What is the environment like in your hometown? A suitable response that could include the idiom concrete jungle could be, my hometown is pretty much a concrete jungle. It's filled with high-rise buildings and busy roads everywhere. There isn't much greenery, but it's bustling with activity and has its own unique charm, especially if you enjoy urban life. This response uses the idiom to describe a hometown that is heavily urbanized and characterized by extensive development and lack of green spaces, typical of a large city.
Welcome to the jungles of all jungles, the concrete jungle. No more concrete jungle for me.
A question you could get is, what do you like most about living in your hometown? A response that could include the idiom, the best of both worlds, could be, what I really enjoy about my hometown is that it offers the best of both worlds. It has the calm and friendly atmosphere of a small town, but it's also close enough to a big city, so we can enjoy urban amenities without the constant hustle. This answer uses the idiom to convey that the speaker's hometown provides the advantages of both a tranquil, small-town setting and the convenience of a nearby urban area.
If you made peace with one another, you'd have the best of both worlds.
Because it's the best of both worlds.
You can embody the best of both worlds.
Notice how the idiom, a stone's throw away, is used in answer to this question. Are there any interesting places to visit in or near your hometown? Yes, there are quite a few. For example, there's a beautiful park that's just a stone's throw away from the town center. It's so close that you can easily walk there in a few minutes. It's great because it gives us a quick escape to nature without having to travel far. This answer uses the idiom to describe the proximity of an interesting place, emphasizing its convenience and easy accessibility from the speaker's hometown.
A 40,000-seat stadium just a stone's throw away?
And there's an unlimited range of leisure opportunities just a stone's throw away.
If you get the question, are there any unique or unusual places to visit in your hometown? A suitable response incorporating the idiom off the beaten track could be, definitely, there's a little-known hiking trail that's a bit off the beaten track. It's not very popular with tourists, so it's peaceful, and you can really enjoy the natural surroundings. It's one of those hidden gems that locals like me love because it's away from the usual crowded spots. This response uses the idiom to describe a place in the speaker's hometown that is less known and not frequented by many people, offering a unique and quiet experience.
Grandpa,
Look, Pike River is way off the beaten track. You might have trouble with the road.
seems pretty off the beaten track for a Christmas tree farm, though.
And there you have it. Integrating idioms into your IELTS. Speaking Part 1 responses can add color and depth to your answers. Remember, the key is understanding their meanings and using them appropriately. If you would like to learn about using idioms appropriately for other topics, leave a comment below. Keep practicing your speaking. If you received value from this video, please click like and subscribe and share with your friends. Thank you for watching. If you have questions or need clarification on applying these techniques, especially regarding the IELTS criteria, leave your questions below. I'm here to support your journey to IELTS success.
You know, the winner of the rat race isn't the rat.